What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music, and today is the return of Mega Man. So rare on this channel. I know. I'm sorry. And we're gonna be hearing two songs from a game called Mega Man ZX. This is a debut. I've never heard of ZX ever before. But also the second song is going to be from Mega Man ZX ZXA Tunes. An arranged album, and these are from the channel both channels. Sorry, these are from the channel Frygoon. And the songs are going to be Wonder Panorama, Area F Dash Lake, and then Trap Phantasm versus Prometheus and Pandora. Really quick before, oh, and these are requested by Kevin. Really quick before I get started, I'll try to condense this as short as possible. My history with Mega Man is so minuscule. It's basically none. It's one of the few soundtracks that I've heard a tiny little bit before I started even doing the video game stuff. For example, I know like 4 or 5 songs, not including the ones I've done on this channel, which are like 3 of them. So I know Armored Armadillo, I'm trying to remember the name. Central Highway from X. Storm Eagle? There's one more. It's gonna drive me crazy. Oh, what's it called? Anyways, I'm sure I'll think of it. But yeah, I don't know Mega Man music, but I'm aware of Mega Man music, if that makes any sense. Okay, we're talking a lot. I don't see him, so I don't know if this is like a spin-off. You know, I thought, but I don't know. I see characters I've never seen before. God, what's the name of that song? It's gonna drive me crazy. Anyways, we're gonna start off with Wonder Panorama, Area F Lake from Mega Man ZX. Let's go. There's so many games too. For example, I know there's at least 10. Anything beyond that, I don't know if there's like I think it's still going, right? Like it's still hold on. I got distracted by the beat. Like it's still going. One of those iconic series type of thing. Oh, groovy. A lot of bass. That's cool. Sounds like little lasers firing off. It's so bouncy. And the bass too. There's like a big like. This might be the chillest. No, I think it is the the chillest Mega Man song I've ever heard. It's always kind of like high energy. Then again, I've only heard like 4 songs, 5, 6 songs. Dr. Wily was the other song. I knew it was like a big one. So yeah, my knowledge of Mega Man is like it's one of those. I'll talk more later. I'll talk more in a minute. Wonder Panorama. It's a lake? It's an aquatic theme? I can kind of hear that. But I'm getting more like technological. Like laboratory. Let's look at more info about Mega Man ZX. Oh, it's a DS game. 2006. DS, huh? Man, I love hearing handheld music. Oh, nice fade out. Dude, that actually had like a lot of sauce on it. That was really, really cool. Cool. Yeah, so in case you didn't hear what I said, it was Dr. Wily was the other one. Okay, so one thing I forgot, I should have said this at the beginning, but I forgot. But Mega Man is one of those series, a lot of people don't know this, but when I started to do this like auditorium thing with the reactions to video game music series, there's just a few select games at the top of my head, like at the word. I was like, okay, these are the ones I'm like most curious about, typically Nintendo stuff, and those were Mario stuff, Donkey Kong stuff, you know, like the big names from Nintendo. Whatever else I can think of. Mega Man was one of them too, and then like the later Sonic, even though it's Sega, but the later Sonic and Pokemon stuff. Those are the ones like I was kind of. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think this is kind of unrelated, but I didn't think the series would ever be anything. Here's a little tiny little lore of how this started, and it's small. Don't get me wrong. When I had this idea, it was just an idea. I've had many ideas on YouTube, but I was like, you know, like there's a lot of video game music I have never heard. I should experience this, but where do I start? Do I just pick stuff? So I literally just asked like my YouTube audience and my Twitter. I'm like, hey, send me songs that are from video games. And that's how it started. You know, just suggestions from comments and stuff, which I don't do anymore. But that's how it started. I was just like, you know, show me stuff. And I totally forgot where I was going with this. I'm sure that'll come back to me. Man, I'm losing my brain. But oh yeah, so I was very curious on the stuff I missed out on. So your Mega Mans, your Marios, all that, Metroid, stuff like that. So seeing Mega Man here it's really cool. It's reminding me of like, oh yeah, you know, this is kind of one of those series you always wanted to check out because of those songs that I mentioned before. Those 4 or 5 songs, you know, I just had a friend who listened to Mega Man a lot, so I just kind of heard it through passing, and I'll never forget those songs because they have such a sound to them. You know, they had such a staple sound to them that it was like, this sounds like Mega Man. Even though I've only heard those, I was like, it sounds like Mega Man to me. And hearing this, you know, it was like a total new experience because like the songs that I just mentioned, Central Highway, Armored Armadillo, Storm Eagle, Dr. Wily, did I mention another one? I don't remember. Those are all fast. You know, it's got this. A lot of them are just kind of like moving. So to hear this groovy thing, interesting. You know, I don't want to like embarrass myself here, but I don't know anything about Mega Man, right? The only thing I know is he's blue, he jumps, and he shoots. And there's Zero as well. Although I'm not sure if that's a separate character or if that's just him. I never looked into it. And there's one more thing. Oh, and then he was called Rockman before. You know, just like those kind of like casual things that everyone else would know. So I wonder... Oh, and it's a side-scroller. So I wonder, is this game... like deviates from that normal formula of side-scroller? Because maybe side-scroller stuff is just that fast-paced music. And then maybe this is something else. I'm about to find out because I pulled it up. But I'm thinking maybe it's like a different take on it. And that's why it sounds so interesting, new and fresh. And I wouldn't suspect that would be Mega Man music. It doesn't sound like it to me. Not that it was bad. It's just it didn't sound like Mega Man to me. You know, I have such a distinct sound in my head when it comes to Mega Man. Now that you know what songs I've heard. Oh, and Zelda was the other game that I wanted to hear as well. Which also, for me, Mega Man and Zelda are like very similar in my head. Both were games I was really curious about, and both I've only heard like 4 or 5 songs prior. So Anyways, that's like a little lore of the auditorium and how it came to be. And now look at me. I'm doing videos all the time. I'm discovering stuff all the time. And I never thought it would... Oh, I remember where I was going with that. I was just asking like my friends and like a couple of my like 100 subscribers. I didn't think that as soon as I put one video out, people would just be like, you gotta hear it. And guess what? It's been like that for like 2.5 years. People constantly like, you gotta hear this, you gotta hear this. I am mesmerized by just how much video game music there is out there. I mean, I had an idea, but I didn't think it'd be like this. I truly didn't. So that's something. We have another song to hear. Wonder Panorama, by the way. I'm guessing it's aquatic since it says lake. It sounded really good. I loved the whole song. The bass was grooving, the little laser-like lead. I think that's why I thought it was like kind of more laboratory because of the laser stuff. Either way, that song was great. That's it. Don't want to go way into it. That was just fantastic. Wonder Panorama was a great title, by the way. This one's Trap Phantasm versus Prometheus and Pandora. This is a double boss thing. Which, by the way, those are both... oh my god. Greek? Prometheus and Pandora. So does this game... Oh, I never thought about that. Does Mega Man use mythos? Or maybe just in this game? We're going to read about this game when I finish this video. But this is Trap Phantasm. But this is an arranged album. Let's go. That sounds like Mega Man to me, you know? That's the formula I know. Oh, Mega Man ZX Advent. Is that an expansion? Drums. Drums. Composer. It's definitely giving boss vibes now. Wow. Ooh. Did a cigarette after that. Oh, the bass is so good. Pretty sure it's all MIDI though. All of it. Maybe even the guitar. No, that's a guitar. Yeah, that's a guitar. But I think after this is like an emulated electric guitar sound. I think. Right here, maybe? No. Let me go back and hear one thing really quick. It was after the original guitar solo. I don't know where it was, but let me just fast forward. I think it was here, yeah. I think after this, which is an electric guitar, I think it's a keyboard that sounds like an electric guitar. Not yet. Really good guitar playing too. That. Either way, yeah, no, that second part sounded like the last part of that solo sounded like a duet, and it sounded to me more like a keyboard that had like an electric guitar patch, and instead of the whammy bar, it had this. I don't know what it's called. I'm sorry, I never owned a keyboard. I've had a MIDI controller, but an actual keyboard, you know, that little like knob stick. I don't know what it's called, but it has that same like pitch shifting, I guess. I really should know what that's called, but I don't. That's what it sounds like to me. It's like wow, 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 wow. Wow. Mega Man ZX, huh? This one's called Mega Man ZX Advent ZX8 tunes, so it's a whole lot of stuff. Mumbo jumbo, you guys gotta tell me. This is a handheld game, dude. I'm looking at it right here. 2007, or no, sorry, 2006, 2007 in Australia. Action platforming game. A couple of composers: Ippu Yamada, Masaki Suzuki, Ryo Kawakami. Why did I say it like that? Kawakami. Let's just read this. Part of the Mega Man franchise, ZX is set 200 years after the events of Mega Man Zero. I cannot read today. Oh, okay. 200 years? Damn. It's advanced. This is kind of like spoilerish, so basically it's very much in the future after Zero, whenever Zero is. Oh, I want to see like a picture really quick. I just want to see if it's still a side scroller or not. So it looks like totally new characters. I don't even see. Is his name just Mega Man? I really have no idea. Is his name just Mega Man, or does he have a name? But either way, I'm not seeing him. I'm just keep seeing these guys right here. Yeah, I'm guessing they're the main characters. I'm not seeing any like gameplay. I'm seeing a lot of like promotional art. Mega Man X CX gameplay. Oh, it's definitely what Mega Man looks like. It's got like side scroller vibes all over it. Okay. I'm guessing that was a boss team, right? It's versus Prometheus and Pandora. If what I see in my head is correct, I see like two bosses at the same time, or maybe phase 1, phase 2. But in my mind, what is wrong with me today? In my mind, I see two on screen at the same time because that music is crazy. It's like stress-inducing, sort of. Da 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 da. That's more what I know Mega Man to sound like. Like, it's really funny, in the same video, one song, and it's not a bad thing, but one song I would never think is Mega Man. Ever. It's just because I have a set sound in my head. And this one, if I had no idea, blind, I was like, that sounds like Mega Man to me. It's like they took what made it good or what made it its thing and just kind of rolled with it. The last song, Wonderland Panorama? Wonder Panorama. That was the first time I've ever heard any deviation from the Mega Man stuff. So now it makes me curious just how much they experiment with the soundtracks. These games have been going on forever, so I'm sure there's some variety. I really doubt it's all fast all the time, but maybe it is. You know, I don't know. Have they ever ventured into a more serious tone, a more I'm sure by now they've had to have done like the 3D behind the back thing. I have no idea, but it seems like I don't know anything about Mega Man, dude. Like, I'm so curious. Like, I'm really asking. Or have they just never changed the formula and it's always been a 2D side scroller? Because it's still a huge thing. Like, it's like one of Capcom's like For example, I'm very familiar with Street Fighter, right? Capcom as well, and they always throw Mega Man references in there all the time. Costumes, you know, it's like everyone knows Mega Man. It's like Pac-Man, Sonic. It's one of those. He's one of those like iconic characters. But one of the ones I know the least. I don't know anything about him. Just everything that I mentioned in this video is what I know. Rockman, he's blue, he jumps, fast music, and that's pretty much it. I'm very curious about this, if you haven't been able to tell. So, and another reason I'm like asking a lot, I'm talking a lot, is because I don't know when the next time I'm going to hear Mega Man again is. It's so rare on this channel. And bad news, these are the only 2 requests for Mega Man ZX on my entire backlog. So this is a debut and a finale. So that kind of sucks. At the same time, it's kind of this double-edged sword because, for example, like let's say I put this video out, which I will, and people will be like, oh, you need to hear more ZX. So they start requesting it, which means I have to wait again. Or there's the good side where no one requests anymore, and then I'm just kind of free to check it out, you know? I take this thing very seriously. I really go out of my way to not hear stuff freely, you know what I mean? For example, like I don't know if you guys ever noticed, like I'll have my tabs muted before like when I open the link. I don't even want to hear the first 2 seconds of it, you know? I always have my moderators hear stuff and confirm stuff for me. I don't ever want to like, I want to have such an organic experience as possible, because I only, in my mind, which is also very true, you only have one chance at doing these videos, and I don't want to mess it up. I really don't. And people wait for a long time for these videos, a long time. So I'm just doing my part. I'm doing my part. Anyways, Mega Man ZX, tell me more about it. I don't know when the next time I'm going to do Mega Man is. Kind of sucks, but that's how it is here sometimes. I have a lot of songs. Great. Awesome. Handheld music is pretty cool. I'm starting to realize. And let me know whatever you want to tell me about Mega Man ZX, because there's no more requests for it. Okay. Thank you to Kevin, and thanks to everyone here supporting me. Platinum members, thanks to you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. My name is Jesse. Peace.